Okay, what we have here is another video in the switch plate series. I didn't intend this to be a series, but I've had people request things as I go through this. So what I've got here is I did the altered a switch plate over to a receptacle plate on the second video, just to show how to modify that pattern to make a receptacle plate. And my wife's sister, who's from Wisconsin but has a second home up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, she asked if I could do a UP switch plate. So, you know, I did a lot of thinking. This is like the third or fourth iteration of this pattern, and instead of having this mounted on top, I'm going to cut this out of two different colors of wood and just put it together like a jigsaw puzzle, and it'll be one solid piece. But it'll be I'm planning on this being a switch plate cover for now. May can alter it if she wants a receptacle cover, but this is where I'm going with this. I'm going to put these together, I'm going to mount them together, and with the one pattern I'm going to cut this out, and then I'll make two versions, one with light on top, one light on the bottom, and I'm using scrap, so I'm not sure how well it's going to glue together. It's a little bit warped. It's not perfectly straight. I had to put two pieces together to get that. This is white oak, and this is wenge. That's the best pieces of scrap I had large enough to do this, because that's pretty broad across right there. But I'm going to put that together and see if I can get another video in the series. Like I said, I wasn't intending this to be a series, but here we go. So let me put these together and drill some holes and see if we can make this work. So I went ahead and drilled these holes with the proper size for the screw to go through. I'll bevel the top side of it on each of them later when I get them apart. While I was on the drill press, I went ahead and drilled that entry hole, because that bit worked fine in that space, and that's the only internal cut. All the other cuts is going to be around here and around here. So here we go. We're going to cut this out. This is going to take a little while to cut this. I've got a number 5 blade. I'm not going to go very fast, but here we go. My plan here is to cut out the state area first. That way all the rest of this will be intact for me to hold to go through all these turns. And then this will be much easier to cut, just be straight lines from here down. Alright, so we got two UPs there. I think I remember on a project like this line down in here has no waste. You have to follow the line. So that's just, you don't get that in a lot of projects, but in this case there is no waste there. You can't spin in the waste to get a sharper cut. And I didn't get real intricate up in here. I didn't want any small little things, thin things sticking out that'd be easy to break. I just wanted a general outline of the stake. So now I'm going to cut the rest of this out. Well, I'm very pleased with how it turned out. That's what I visualized when I set it up, and it pretty well did what I wanted it to do. That's just kind of fit together loosely right now. I'm going to round the corners on these and do a little sanding. I got some places to sand off and smooth it off, and then I'm going to glue those together. I'm going to leave these holes for the screws and put a finish on it. But let me move forward with this, and I'll show you how I come out with it. So I've sanded them, rounded the edges a little bit, glued these in and sanded them again. I didn't get real carried away with it. Kind of gave me a little indentation on those screw holes. I had to widen these a little bit to make them fit. And then I put some linseed oil and beeswax on it. That's a mix I have here. Boiled linseed oil, and it's half beeswax, half linseed oil. That's what I used on one of the hives that I built for bees. That's what they recommended to put on the outside to weatherproof it and make it look more natural. Bees prefer a more natural looking wood. But anyway, that's another story. So I've been using that on some of these projects, and it works well. Brings out the grain, kind of seals the wood. So I'm going to call this a success. I'm happy the way it came out. If you like these kind of experiments, I'll probably be doing more of them as they come to mind, and people ask me questions, and I'll try to answer them with an experiment sometimes. So if you like that sort of thing, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and stay tuned for the next one. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one, I hope.